Okay, mate. NU. Please tell me I can buy NU. I wish I could tell you that. There's a couple of things I'm not really liking. Um, it's an interesting situation. Interesting high or low. Everything's going to depend on Bitcoin. At this point, Bitcoin is still a bit weak. Um, so I don't. If you look at this, it's not even bounced. There has been no relative strength. There's been no strength, no bounce. It's just rolled over. It's been pretty poor. Now, like, it's not usually good to buy the weakest coins. Um, if Bitcoin breaks down, this is dead certain to break down. Of course, that's the $1 million question: is Bitcoin going to break down? But if we look at the 2 week chart, this is not really a fantastic bottoming pattern. This is kind of implying that this is going to break down. Okay, it's almost a bearish pattern here, and this is just rolling over. It's all you can just see the rolling nature to it all. And if you can imagine that this being a red candle, it really does look like that we're going to do something like that. Um, so at this point, the 2 week is an inside bar, which could be very, very important. The the only scenario I can see here is a potential stop hunt sort of situation where a new week flips down, takes some liquidity, and then it bounces back up, and then it would be a pierce below the inside bar and then pop back up and turn bullish and then move back to the upside. That is a possibility. Now, what you don't want is a bounce from here without taking liquidity, because it'll end up being something like this. See, when you opened here, it probably went higher first, and then the bounce was a short, and then it dropped down and finished bearish, and from there we were allowed to continue the trend to the downside. So you rather the drop first, and then maybe bouncing back up, and that'll show the buyers are starting to take control and maybe push this price higher. But I don't like this flat base here. I don't like this flat base. There is a stop hunt here, but there is an inside bar, but I just get the impression that it still wants to go lower. So please tell you can buy it. I don't really want to tell you to buy this yet. I don't like the lack of strength. I don't like the lack of relative strength. I don't like the pattern. I don't like the strength of the downtrend. There's no liquidity taken. I just think it's best to wait, mate. Um, what's very interesting here, the largest volume in its history is right here. This is probably where would be very nice to buy it. Let's have a look here. Well, we're just breaking the point of control here. Let's take that away. We're breaking the point of control here. I like this level. If I was well, an ideal buy spot would be almost a retrace of the entire trend, a flush down. If we get a flush down to this level, I mean that's still a 50% drop from these prices, which seems crazy. If Bitcoin rolls over to 24,000, it's possible. And this is major support where we have the volume here, and it's also the point where we broke out of. You can kind of just see this is just a breakout point right here. So that's a return to the scene of the crime. So if we do flip green on a new 2 week, there definitely could be a trade in it, but I think it looks like it might want to go lower, and I like this level down here.